Heyo, everybody, and welcome back to some more DRG. And boy, do I have some stories to tell. But first, we're going to talk about what we're going to be running today. It has been a long time since I've ran with cluster charges. The last time I ran cluster charges was during the experimental for update or season 5. So, it's been a long time, and cluster charges has been changed slightly. It's been made more user friendly. I don't know what that means. I still think I played with it a tiny little bit before the hand to make sure I have a feel on it, and it is still massively clunky. I don't like this. I don't like this overclock. Just hands down, I don't like it. I know it's absolutely powerful. It's just I'm never going to run this in my own games or anything. You basically have to force me to run it, and that's fine. There can be mods like this. Every other overclock on Hurricane I will happily run, even Salvo, which I know people have problems with Salvo because it's a click and hold or, whatever have you. But anyway, we're also going to be running Mole as well because I have an excuse to run Mole, and that's a fantastic time to run. And we are also, if you can see right up there, you can see the depot. We're going to be running with MCR active, which, boy, do I have a story for you about MCR and what it's caused me to do. And I was set up on a road. Why does the outside look like that? What is... Is that the shard of Hoxus in front of us right now? That looks sick as hell. What is going on? That looks kind of sick, dude. Because usually Hoxus is way far in the back. But I think that's it right there. That's kind of freaking cool. And there's also more shadows. Are these shadows in the base game? Who cares? All right, who cares about what's happening? Is there usually a reflection there? Dude, I'm just noticing a bunch of things now, because I've had to... So, one of the things that I found out about ModHub is that in performance and landscape, it automatically, this is not me, it turns those two on. I will never understand why it doesn't tell you this. It turns those two on just by itself, and you'll never see this if it's turned on. I believe you'll never see this, right? No? Okay, I think I have to reload the lobby to do that. But anyway, I've just been missing a bunch of shadows, and I've been running the shadows mod for a while, so I've been wondering why all of a sudden all the shadows went away, and I'm only getting very bare minimum shadows. And that's the reason why, is because ModHub does that for whatever fucking reason. It's called ModHub. It shouldn't mod my game for other reasons. Okay, sorry, I'm already getting into angry mode. And we should get into angry mode down in the mission. So, we're gonna be doing this mission. I don't know what Sweet Teeth does. I do know what Loot Explosion does. So, we're gonna go into this mission, and I am going to start. If you guys don't want to see a rant video, just skip this video, because I have a lot to rant about. So, the first thing I want to talk about is a little bit about MCR, okay? So, MCR redoes its shadow textures and all of that. It completely rebalances the lighting engine, or not rebalances, has a bunch of fixes for your flares and whatever. And if you'll see some of my recent MCR videos, you'll see that the flares are white and don't go away for whatever reason. And that is because of a mod incompatibility that I completely forgot about. It's Shadows, the mod that I will never uninstall because it makes the game look kind of pretty, alright? I will never uninstall that mod. And Advanced Darkness is a second one that I will also kind of never uninstall, but it doesn't have a problem with the MCR. So, I proceeded to try and figure out what is wrong with my game. Oh, those are the evil loot bugs, that's right. Get out of here. Begone with ye. That's right. We have evil loot bugs that come try and kill us, and that's what the loot explosion is. They have changed that warning. So, I completely forgot about that interaction, but one of the things that was happening was with my game, anytime I turned off the game, like completely shut it down, and then loaded it back on, it would MCR wouldn't be a thing anymore. For whatever reason, it just wouldn't want to be MCR. And that frustrates me to no end, because I'm thinking it's an issue where I have to, where I just have to, you know, start a fresh one, and not have it just installed in the interim period or whatever the hell. So I proceeded to try and figure out why this is happening, and in my delirium or whatever the hell, I proceeded to say, you know what, fuck it. Let's go install Mint. Alright? That was a 2-hour-long mistake. I now have Mint. I am now playing with Mint. Does that change anything about my games? No, it doesn't. I don't play approved mods with other people. Okay? Just simply I don't. I don't want to, and I will never do that. Of course I might now, because I can. But, you know, still, it was a 2-hour mistake because, A, I installed Mint, and then it didn't freaking work. I don't know why it wasn't working, but it wasn't, alright? So what happened? How did I fix it? I deleted the cache. I deleted the entire registry for that thing. I basically just reinstalled it, and that's it. And that fixed it. Now, did that take me 2 hours? Yes, it did, because I tried to just go back to normal DRG, and if you have Mint installed, right as of, like, a little bit ago, it will proceed to put a mod P in your, whatever it is, and proceed to be sandbox mod. And I don't want to be in a sandbox mod. It doesn't do anything to me, because I can still play my normal mod, because the DRG mod integration is basically fucked anyway, and that whole scene is also fucked. The person who did Mint is now no longer, like, modding DRG, so Mint's just not going to get updated, or is going to be picked up by other people, and I don't want to be a part of Mint, because it's not going to be updated. That's the biggest problem that I have with going for mod integration type stuff that's not made by the fucking developers of the game, or, like, endorsed by the developers of the game, like mod.io is. Now, mod.io has other problems, and that's my own internal feelings of if the entirety of the DRG community, alright, has a problem where I don't like the moderation of that entire community. I'm sorry, the moderation needs to be tossed and just redone. You can stun that loot bug? Okay, don't ever pickaxe the loot bugs. But yeah, all of them just need to be tossed out and done it from fresh, because there's so much fucking issues. Like, there's so much history there that I think they should just get new mods. Just all of them. Just toss them all out and get new mods. From just Reddit to everything. Alright? And then mod.io has other issues with management and all that, and I have no fucking idea anything about that. I just know the Discord, and that's pretty much it. So, another thing is, yeah, I don't know how to get rid of that mod packer or whatever it is from my game while also having mods. Alright, so I basically was forced into just getting Mint. And eventually it started working, and now we're here. And then while I'm, like, wondering why do I still have white flares, I have done Mint, it's like, we're working, why do I still have white flares? And then I realize, oh yeah, DRG Shadows is incompatible. Straight up just incompatible with this mod. And then while I'm looking through the options and whatever, is whenever I find out, oh, how horrifying, is whenever I find out that, oh, this is just, like, blood sugar only with 1 HP per. Okay. There is... He just grabbed my missile out of the air. What a fucking Chad, dude. Can we get a little bit of a lesson on these two? Don't do that ever again. Don't line up. But yeah, that's whenever I found out ModHub proceeds to disable your shadows. During that whole entire process, it proceeds to disable your shadows for whatever reason. I don't agree with the fact that you say that you're a ModHub and then you proceed to disable shit that I want in my game. I'm sorry that you did that. So now I want a different ModHub, but I know that I'm never going to get a different ModHub because that's just the best ModHub that there is. And everything uses it. So, you know, who cares? What do I care about? I'm just some fucking end user, alright? Where's Tron whenever I need him, dude? Dude, that Warden just got absolutely blasted by a bunch of loot bugs. Was that the only wave? Was that Warden just, like, the only thing that spawned there? Are we on Hazard 5? With double I don't know what the hell's happening. But yeah. So, other things that happened in my life. The fact that my oven has been broken for 2 weeks. Okay, so a while ago, and why are you standing up, Molly? I'm talking about months ago, like during winter time, dude. I proceed to cook pies. And I don't drain my pies, and one pie I cooked, I completely forgot to place a baking sheet under it, because the pies dripped. I thought those were normal. Could you not be alive? Thank you. I forgot to put a baking sheet under it. Is that Morkite? Oh yeah, this is the tutorial. That's right. Is it? Do I fear? No, I don't fear. I stun. Okay, thank God. Get out of here. Macteras, could we just, like, not? I don't want to... Just tell us that. Just deal with the Macteras that way. And then this should be, like, stunning them, yeah. So... It proceeded to drip onto the burner, which is not where you want pie things to burn. Dude, he is still alive somehow. Bosco, you're an asshole. So, that's not where you want pie things to drip onto, is the, burner. Dude, he almost died to that, and he has half of his, you know what, just die. Take a... Dude, I should have just, like, started shooting a weak point. Imagine clusters with imagine a cluster weak point build, huh? Just actually imagine a cluster weak point build. Could you... Oh my god, I need to get out of here. There's a bunch of fucking loot bugs. They're trying to murder me, and they're slightly fat... Could it... Molly just killed me. Oh my god, Molly just killed me. Oh my god. Why is there so many acid spitters on the roof? Oh, and even better, just toss that shit. And then, no, don't toss that. Get a resupply since you're low on ammo and all that, and then somewhere over there is whatever the hell it is. I forget what it's called. You know what? You're, like, shooting from there. Get out of here. I did actually kill him. So, anyway, that broke, like, probably a day later whenever I tried to cook something else, the heating element caught on fire. Which is, you know, unpog? You shouldn't let your heating element get on fire. And that broke the heating element. And then I requested a new one. The very next day is when the dude showed up and been like, here's a new heating element, brother. I'm very happy to give you this. That's just a normal fucking loot bug. Okay. Very happy to give you this. Here you go. It's now in. Slap that bad boy in. Anyway, like, a month later, my heating element breaks. I don't know why. I haven't cooked pies recently, and I haven't done anything, because the fire was on... Because it did do, like, a white-hot fire, alright? it did the fire on the very back of the heating element. So I just think it was, you know, malfunctioning or whatever. Anyway, it hasn't worked yet. I have requested a new one. The dude came in, took it out, said, "Yeah, we have these on back order." The weekend happened. I expected a new heating element then, after the weekend, and then it's just been 2 weeks and there's no heating element. I want a pizza. I want to use my oven, dude. I want biscuits and gravy. All right, I want all these delicious foods that I have to use my oven for, and I just can't. If you guys know how to make biscuits and gravy in a fucking air fryer, I'll be so fucking happy. All right, just get out of here. You don't matter. And then there's another thing that's been happening, is our washer and dryer. When we run the washer and dryer, they leak water. I don't know why. They just leak water. So, you know, that's a thing that's been fucking happening as well. And that's great. There's also a trip that I'm supposed to be taking here soon. I'm supposed to be getting on an airplane. Now, in America, there is no state ID. Instead, you have a social security card, which is a set of numbers that is the most retarded thing ever. Yes, I said that, because I genuinely believe that somebody in there has had a mental deficiency to put in social security as the state ID. It was never meant to be a state ID. And now it fucking is, alright? I am upset about this, because not only is your social security card, they are position of, like, where were you born, alright? And then sequential order, alright? There's somebody with my exact same social security with one number up and one number down. And that's an important fucking document right there. That is a very important document. That shouldn't happen. If they somehow figure out that, you know... Okay. So, you know, that all bullshit. But anyway, we have now instated a real ID, alright? What the fuck is a real ID? It's an ID that has your birth certificate behind it. Or, like, proof of residency or whatever. And you need to get that to be able to fly on an airplane. Okay? Like, sure. So I have an actual ID, right? It's just legitimately an actual ID. Just pull me, dude. Like, so I go into the tag office or whatever the hell, and try to get an actual, like, real ID or whatever. And they're like, no, you need your birth certificate. I don't have my birth certificate. Alright, that's been missing for so long that I don't even know. This ID is still valid, okay? So you should accept this ID. Oh my god, I can't get in there. Could you let me in there, please? Thank you. So can you get me in there? Like, I just need this, alright? Just let me have a real ID so I can get on an airplane. So anyway, now I have to get on an airplane and go through additional TSA screening. Because of this. I think it's been active for like a month. It definitely hasn't been active for a month. It's been active like for probably like 6 months or some bullshit. I just haven't realized it. But it's something new and I hate it. I just wish we had a like an official government ID that's not a passport, or like, you know, I could get a passport, I guess. I guess my entire issue is skill-based, and go get a passport, idiot, because that's... If you require an ID for anywhere, a passport will work, and will work as one form of identification no matter what. Because it's proof of birth, it's proof of your social security, and it's proof of a bunch of other things. Oh boy, I'm so glad that there's a bunch of loot bugs coming towards me. I want to be on the other side of the magic hole, please. You know what I also hate about this? I haven't spoken about cluster charges at all this time. That's because I'm kind of just freaking angry. And I will always be angry about what I'm being put through, because I think it's entirely stupid. I have a lot of problems with the American government. This is fucking one of them. Dude, you don't kill it. What have we learned? You learned early in this mission, don't fucking... Also, this is a better modifier than blood sugar will ever be, by the way. Because, A, I haven't... Can I reload, please? I've been pressing the reload button, and it just hasn't done it. This is just a better mission modifier than blood sugar. Or, yeah, blood sugar. What? Okay. Thank you. I'm so glad that you can hit me as well. Is there another loot bug swarm happening? Dude, where are they coming from? I want out. Dude, they're angry. They knew I kill all their brethrens. If only they knew. I also love getting them fast. Oh, good. I disturbed a swarmer nest. If only swarmer... Oh my god, swarmers are the best. Look at that shit. Is that a wave, too? That is a wave. Hey, could... I wish swarmers didn't exist. Alright, let's see cluster charges go absolutely ham. This is kind of how I play cluster charges. Just shoot like 2 or 3 and just... There you go, Bob's your uncle. My main problem with it so far is the grunts, the guards, have been consistently living. And I don't think they should be consistently living. Because I don't like them. Why is there... Dude, I need to be careful about these loot bugs. These loot bugs are absolutely dangerous because I can't just melee them and walk backwards. They explode immediately upon dying. And that's... Why are you alive? Get out of here. Dude, how many eggs have we done? We've done 4 eggs. We've done 4 eggs and probably 1 swarm or whatever. Dude, get fucking mole. Actually, I don't need to spend mole. I could just shoot him normally. Is he... No, he still has 1 more. I don't know where it is. I could probably just make an inference and it's behind the pillar, like here. It's all the way down the pillar. Holy hell. I guess it has a minimum distance that it needs. I have no idea. Why are you alive? I hit you with mole, right? No, I did not. I probably did, but didn't, like, charge it all the way or whatever. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? It's also incredibly hot in here. So it's also incredibly hot in the house. I don't know why. I like keeping it at 70, and I die, even though... Is the fan on over here? Oh, I need to turn that off. I'm sorry, everybody. The fan has been on this entire time. Why? Because, I'm a very sweaty individual. I have a lot of hair, and that causes... Can we... Is this a duck and cover mission? Get out of here. And then you two? This isn't gonna hit them, is there? Oh, it did! Look at that! Get wrecked. Absolutely deleted. How are you still alive, dude? So, one of the best ways that you can use clusters is by doing this. And then, you know, raining hell on the Trijaw, who's... Dude. I don't want to play with all these... So, one of the things that I don't like about the double swarm modifier is the fact that I will always have Praetorians, or not Praetorians, acid spitters on the missions. That is absolutely horrifying. Could we go into an open room, please? Like, actually, just eat 2 of these. There you go. You can have 2 of those, and then I can do this. Get deleted, Praetorian. And that's the best way to take out high priority targets there in your face. Note, I'm not even, like, taking you... Oh, he is so fucking dead. That poor creature. So what can I say about, Mint at the moment? Nothing? It's like... It's just a different mod, like... It's just a different mod integration system. And I was perfectly happy with... I was part of the old bunch who did mods before the mod integration system, which is something that's kind of cursed, since you just download it and put it into file, and then there you go. that's it. It's the easiest, it's the simplest solution. I don't fuck with mod managers or anything, because if I'm going to be playing a game, I'm just going to download all the mods that I want, and that's it. That's all, and put them where they're supposed to go and whatever. And then you're asking me to take some extra steps, download a mod manager, and then download the, like, put them into the mod manager or whatever the hell, so I can enable them and disable them at a whim. Like, most of the time, it's who cares. With DRG, however, I record DRG. I have different setups for playing it with people and playing it by myself. Because Speedster exists, and fabulously fast loot bugs exist, and I will just simply put... Molly, don't kill me again. Jesus Christ, Molly. Okay, maybe I should, like, install a mod that makes Molly not move anymore? Isn't that in the quality of life mod? Let me take a look at the quality of life mod real quick. Because that's probably something that's there, and I need to take a look at that shit. Simple quality of life. Faster sentry, faster space rig, drop pod, who cares, who cares? Nope, it's not here. Okay, well, I think it's just, it might just be a mod called Sit Down Molly or whatever, I don't know. Let's see if I can shoot this warden. I did hit him, but I didn't kill him. This should kill him, though. Okay, I think Mole might be my favorite weapon in the game, but that's specifically Mole because I don't like any other coil gun setup, because coil gun is just... It's not a very fun weapon in my eyes, but Mole just makes me get poggy every single time, which I know people don't want to hear makes me get poggy, but, like, there's some poggy in my pants right now. Hi, what? Why are you alive? And also the fact that I play with Mole a lot, and it makes you realize how little people ping in these games. Like, in Helldivers, I want people to ping... Well, Helldivers is a different story. People ping in Helldivers a bit more than in DRG. In DRG, you'll just never see anybody ping anything. Is there a bulk? Just simply shoot it. I'll ping the bulk. I'll ping a warden that I see, and I'm scout with an M1000, who can one-shot the warden. I'll still ping him. Everybody needs to know that there's a warden. Like, look at him. He's there. He's pink. So I have to go down to Texas here soon, and that's just gonna suck because it's my mother, and for those of you who don't know about my mother, we don't have the best relationship, but, you know, it's still my mother, and I should still be, you know, kind of happy that she's wanting to interact with me, but, like, my main problem is that I don't ask to do things. She's just like, yeah, we're gonna do these things together. You better make availability for this at this date. And that's my main problem, is my vacations are set around that time and not whenever I want them. And I guess, like, ooh, first world problems or, you know, privilege problems or whatever the fuck. It's just kind of annoying, alright? That's all that's a Tyrant-Weed. That is a Tyrant seed. Also, I have not been checking for the Baja Barnacles or whatever. The Ba Barnacles or whatever the hell they're called. And that's the mission done. I'm still gonna go kill... That is on me, dude? I don't want... I think Cluster Charges also has a problem with bugs getting too close. Oh, you're just, like, dead, dude. You are absolutely unequivocally dead. You've pulled me towards you. Why is there another wave? Okay, you guys can just have that. That might trigger... It didn't trigger the freaking, Korlok seed? Oh, I threw it on a higher elevation. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. Alright, let's do this, Korlok seed. It shouldn't be that bad. We have both... These rooms are not big enough for Cluster Charges to get, like, 5... Just run. You have dash, just run. Why is there a second wave happening? I don't know entirely why there's this... Thank you. I'm so glad the Brundle can... Pardon me. I'm so glad the Brundle can do that. Is there, like, a big wave happening? Did I pull the last egg? Oh my god. beats the hell out of me. I think my biggest problem with cluster charges is it also has a minimum distance that it can trigger, because I can trigger it that fast, but I can't trigger it. Oh, I can trigger it that fast. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's just a skill issue. Okay, let's kill this Korlok Tyrant-Weed. This shouldn't be that bad. These things are, like, super weak to anything with high damage. And now I'm just... Okay, listen, you hit me twice. I need to deal with these loot bugs real quick. Okay, now we can go. I guess I could try and mole him, but that's like a... That's like a commitment. That is another fucking loot bug. Oh my god. And I don't really want to do that. God bless. I can null those guys, though. Well, they're ×3 weakness. They should just, like, die as soon as I hit them twice. And that should open him. Yeah. Get absolutely deleted? That's not as... I should just shoot it normally. Like, that's what I'm learning, is just shoot it normally with this. Because there's no reason to press the R button. That's also something that you need to learn with, Can I go through this? Can I have Bosco kill that? Please go away. Oh my god, dude. Get away from me. These loot bugs are... Oh, and then ping that, and then... That was not a good mole. That was just simply not a good mole. Don't do that mole ever again. Okay, well, you guys can have these two. Did Bosco just... Bosco? Why do you... Yeah, just shoot it normally with it, because you still have a high damage shot. Where is the thing? Also take one of these. I'm gonna take, like, 1 billion damage here. Okay, well, never mind. I need to reload before I kill you, so give me half a second, and then actually Bosco killed something, so I guess I'll just do this. What am I standing on? Oh, I'm standing on a Korlok Sprout. I was wondering what is arresting my movement right now. Because, oh my god, okay, that loot bug scared me. I got loot bugs startled. I should, well, let's hope I can just kill it now. That's not doing any... No, it definitely is. Okay. What a time to be alive with Korlok, dude. Korlok is the sign that your team is coordinated if you can do it without any issues. Betsy is a sign that somebody knows what they're doing, and... Why are they flying? Betsy is a sign that somebody knows what they're doing and has access to either billions of damage or freeze. And then Betsy just flops over dead. Anyway, as soon as I get these Baja Barnacles, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. There's one. That is a wave of web spitters heading towards me. That's not fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely enjoyed the mission. So, I guess I'll see you back at the select screen after the mission, like, end screen, just to talk about cluster charges. I already talked about cluster charges. I guess I'll just see you at the mission end screen to say, hey, you all have a wonderful night, because cluster charges is a fantastic mod, alright? It's just, it's user-dependent on whether you like it or not. Because it's vastly different than normal... Hurricane. It's much slower than normal Hurricane, and it's a lot more clunky than normal Hurricane, because normal Hurricane isn't this, clunky. Can we not do this? Hey, you're about to die. How is he not dead? He's still alive. Okay, whatever. So, one thing I do think is, you might want to take something other than Mole as your secondary, because clusters... doesn't deal with targets that are heavily... targets that have damage resist to explosions. It still does pretty well with oppressors and all that, but having a secondary that you can immediately pull out and just blast a basic grunt, or not a basic grunt, a guard in the face would 100% help you, because the things that are going to be surviving in those waves are 100% going to be the guards, not Praetorians, because you're going to focus fire them, and potentially oppressors, because they have explosive resist, and they're not that big of a threat until they're, like, the sole enemy in the wave. So anyway, that was... Why is there's minerals mined by team XP1? That is very odd, but okay. Anyway, that was this. You guys have a wonderful night.